You ready to start fighting for real?
Son, ride boldly, ride. The gargoyle replied, if you seek Anor Londo. Alright, let's see how easy a time we're going to have with these giants. You can get their halberd and shield. I believe you have to buy their armor from the vendor, though. I don't know if that can drop. I mean, apparently that's what you're supposed to wear since every fucking PvP shitter that's invaded us has been wearing it. Not that I'm calling them unoriginal or anything. Heaven forbid. No, of course not. And of course, the most important thing to remember is that I'm not bitter about it. I don't really want to fight y'all. There is another mimic over here for us to kill. And we can go down here and talk to the Anor Londo Firekeeper Chan. You can get her armor, but I believe it's in a chest at the end of the Lord Gwyn boss fight if you kill her. Is that true? Because, I mean, we'd be pretty fucking slick in that armor, I'm not going to lie.
Well, welcome to the lost city of Anor Londo. If you seek Lord Gwyn's, exit here. And head, if you are the chosen one, what follows thereafter depends.
She's like, go forth and see Guinevere's big old titties. Oh, we don't have to kindle this one because this lady's here. She's got it pre-kindled for us. God bless her heart. Son, she always rewinds. She's always kind and rewinds her VHS tapes before she takes them back to the video store. What a class act. I kind of want to get more endurance so we can have 2 different weapons equipped, but let's go ahead and get that to 20. So if we want to use any of those weapons, we don't have to worry about it anymore, and then we can just keep dumping into strength. Strength is our dump stat. I like to think Beavis and Butthead would, like, Stuart would get them to try to play Dungeons & Dragons once, because they would, like, see the artwork in the books, and they'd be like, whoa, that's cool. And, of course, Beavis would see a dragon spewing fire, and he'd be like, fire, fire, But anyway, when they, like, are looking down at their stats, and they're like, stir, x, int, cha, like, what's cha? And Stuart would be like, oh, don't worry about charisma. That's just a dump stat. And then the both of them would be like, and there you go. If Mike Judge is listening, that one's free, buddy. Would one of you two like to come over here and try to kill me? Like an adult? Fuck you. I'm telling you, this crowd has no professionalism. Also, Stuart, charisma being a dump stat? Does he know nothing of sorcerers or role-playing? I'm telling you. Beavis and Butthead were right to scoff at you. Okay, you're trying to knock me into your friend, so he has an excuse to come up here and double team me. My first playthrough of this game, I hated these enemies, and I still don't care for them. I hate that their shield, it just, like, stops attack. Like, they don't have to be, like, defending. Just its existence stops your attack, which, I mean, technically makes sense. But it's a fucking video game, Miyazaki. My God. Lighten up. Then there's this asshole. If their halberd drops, we probably have the stats to use it. Clint Halberts would be so proud. Here's another mimic for us to murk. Boom. Boom. Dollar. Get smoked, mimic, Jan. Alright. That, unfortunately, is not an item we could use. I don't even remember what's in this chest. Okay, good. That's a thing that we want to have. That crystal halberd could once again be a gift to another player. But who am I fucking kidding? I'm just going to drop the fucking thing. Now Clint Halberts is no longer proud of us. He's like, I no longer have any need to be proud of you. If you cried or lost on who Clint Halberts is, then damn. It's almost like you haven't obsessively watched Tenfey for fucking 10 years. Fine, I didn't want any of y'all's drops anyway. Sour grapes ass fucking items. Alright, when we kill these two gargoyles down here, we should get the helmet and the shield. I believe it's coded between all of them that you'll eventually have those items. I think the boars, which there are two more in the hallway over to the Duke's Archives, are programmed similarly to give their boar fang helmet. As for the painting guardians, they can drop their sword, which is, I believe, a very good dex scaling weapon. But as for their outfits, I think you find it in the painted world, but not as an enemy drop. Once again, what a shame. Just doing that for fun. Oh, he's mad. You can tell he's mad because he goes up in the air where I'm not allowed to hit him and where the camera loses its fucking shit at the mere thought of being locked onto him. You want to come over here and fight me? Sally? Miyazaki's edge, eh? Clever, but not clever enough. Hell yeah! I don't think I'd want to wear it anymore at this point, but I always like having options. Okay. Gotta walk across the rafters. This part will be annoying without a bow, because I like to use the bow to pull the little painting guardians towards you when you're up on the rafters and fight them on your terms, but we're not going to be able to do that unless we, like, somehow magically throw a throwing knife and actually hit something. I do like that we one-shot them. It's very satisfying. I'm coming for you, son. Oh. Throwing knives are nice. You saved me from having to buy some more. Just get our constitution up before we climb this ladder. As you do. Okay. Don't fall off. Gravity is the great equalizer, even a deprived. What happens to a deprived that falls off of the rafters in a cathedral is what Halle Berry would ask you. And then the answer would be the same thing that happens to everything else. Yep. I hope you drop an item down there. Shit, Lord. I dislike this part of the game. It makes me genuinely nervous every time. Which is what Miyazaki wanted. So I hate giving him what he wants. I'm worried about stepping over the side while I'm swinging this damn weapon. There he goes. Hell's Heart, etc. I shouldn't have looked now. Speedrunners just jump from here over to that landing. I don't quite have the internal constitution for it. Fortitude and such. I'll go ahead and activate this. I could... I mean, you can go over there and get that chest. I believe it has another goddess blessing or divine blessing. I believe I'm thinking of the Dark Souls 3 name of the item. I used to think you had to jump from up there. Oh no, we got to see what happened to you. Don't go into the light, buddy. Oh, you came up there and turned around and like let this man kill you. I think one of my old ass Dark Souls streams involves me trying to jump from up there and land over here, because at the time I genuinely thought that was like the way you got across there. We did it. We landed up here next to Gwendolyn's feet. Or Guinevere, excuse me. Gwendolyn's got like tentacles for feet. Tentacle foot Gwendolyn, I believe they call her. Well, there you go. If we want to be a painting guardian. What are the stat modifiers on that damn thing? Yeah, it has a super high dex. I mean, if we get enough souls, I'll probably take strength and dex to 40. It's not like I'm going to invest in any of the magic stats. Or, God forbid, resistance. Don't tell Lacutus, son. It'll break his heart. Cool. There should be another gargoyle angrily chasing us. In fact, I missed a chance for a plunging attack. Don't tell the dragoon ladies. Got your tail. It's another fun game that dragoon ladies like to play. Fun times. Hell yeah. More Mo drops, Mo weapons. The Deprived run really is only difficult at like the very beginning. But once the gear starts rolling in, let the good times roll, as they say. Hey guys, want to drop me another halberd? I'm spoiled for choice over here, but I could always use another. Could always use a bit more spoiling. That'd be me if I was like ran a shop that makes yogurt. Because isn't yogurt just like spoiled milk, but in a certain way? Oh God, you two have been designed so perfectly to fucking piss me off and always be exactly outside of my attack range. Miyazaki deserves the credit he gets for understanding the human nature and how to exploit it to inflict maximum misery, son. Don't ever let anyone take that accolade away from him. Despite that man's heart, it's monumental. A big old shield from me. You shouldn't have ought. The ones inside are even more annoying because they cast fucking miracles. Wrath of God and heal. Miyazaki was trying to think of a way to make them worse. He's like, what if they had a big exploding AoE and a way to restore their own HP? They're like, sir, we've already had 3 game testers jump out of a window. He's like, yes, and I want to get that up to an even 10 before launch. These guys can drop a spear too. A gargoyle spear. These fucking Devil May Cry ass looking enemies. They have a lot of actions too. Not enough to make me go into a full-fledged hashtag or what is it, Tenfey bitch fit TM, as I love to do when anything slightly goes wrong in a video game I'm playing. I only keep doing it because I assume y'all want me to. I'm only mad at video games for y'all. I took that burden onto myself. I assume when y'all play video games now, you're just so calm and have a good time. You're like, Tenfey took all the salty gamer vibes out for me. Oh, enjoy hell because your AI doesn't realize you could fly. When you fall backwards like that. What happened to this poor asshole? Claymore boy, eh? My friend Tommy's a Claymore boy. He similarly gets killed. Remember both of these? Remember Tommy's Magical Good Times? I do. And Tommy does, but spoilers, he don't give a shit. Alright, I need to fight y'all 1v1. So. Once again, Miyazaki's encoded the perfect thing. He discovered like the zero-sum way to piss players off is to have the enemy hop backwards the moment the player goes to attack them. So, nothing makes my blood pressure skyrocket quite like it in a Souls game. I'd go to swing right there, but you hop backwards. Oh, and then Ray the Sniper, once again, is Cyber Shell making his video on the worst Sonic character, Ray the Sniper. You crowd have ascended to a new tier of pissing me off. You hop around like damn hopping Hessian, and Ray up there has shot 640 arrows in the last 20 seconds. But we persevered. It's almost like that's what Miyazaki wanted. The worst thing you could do is enjoy playing a Souls game, because then Miyazaki's getting everything he wants. He got to piss you off, raise your blood pressure, and then make you have a good time in the end. I don't like it. I just want to be mad. Hey guy, let's fight up here on the ledge, guy. I accidentally hit R2, guy. Good lord! Straight up murked me. It's not often I die here from not falling off the ledge. Oh, and he decided he couldn't live in a world where he couldn't fucking bother me anymore. Don't you fucking say anything. Okay. Well, the plus side is... Oh, there is no plus side, but we're just going to run back in hollow form. Luckily, our red skeleton beef jerkiness is not as noticeable with our current setup. Just our gangly legs. But the main reason is I don't want to get invaded before I can activate the bonfire in Anor Londo, because it has happened to me before. And it is quite frustrating. You just have to try to run ahead and open those double doors there before you get killed. Because anyone who invades you in Anor Londo is a shitter. They're never going to be a person who's like, I'm just playing the game, you know, got my build, I'm going. But I think I'll try some PvP. No. You're talking giants, armor, Zweihanders, and halberds. Mask of the Fathers. All around. It's where originality goes to die. You're like, getting the Black Knight sword off of that first Black Knight in the Burg and using it to carry you through the game's not exactly original either. I'm like, well, it's in the eye of the beholder. I'm also not in fucking invading people with a mean build and trying to ruin all good times in the world. I don't know where you fucking get off. Tsundere viewer Chan. You're just being pedantic now. We might get hit in the back of the head with a lightning bolt. I'm just going to hope it doesn't happen. This is what I get for hoping it. I deserve it. I deserve my misery for having the audacity to hope. Thanks. One for the road. Look, you're trying to. Let's believe in each other. Try death. I already did. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do a less bad job of this time. I'll run over here, get my shit. Get hit point blank, I figured that much. You want to stop shooting arrows sometimes there, Sparky Joe? There. That's what you're supposed to do. I hope somebody sees my bloodstain and learns a valuable lesson about not being bad at video games. There's a soul of a hero and another silver knight over there. I could not be bothered. Ain't got nothing to do with it, as they say. I believe Solaire might be here. Being jolly in this room. There he is. I don't know how you can be jolly sitting cross-legged like that. It'd be 3 days before I could feel my legs again. I'm going to reverse hollowing just for y'all, because I like to assume that you get some sort of enjoyment out of watching me get pwned by the kids. What you got to say, buddy?
Oh, there you are. You've been quiet these days. Smooth summoning, Arthur. Anytime you see my brilliantly shining signet, you've left me with quite an impression.
Boy, Solaire, I think you might be an even gooder friend than I thought.
On the chat, if I didn't know better, I think you have feelings for me. Oh no, dear me. Pretend.
Solaire, always joshing and japing. We could get us a full Silver Knight set while we're here. Talk about classy. You're like, more like talk about assy. I'm like, who let James Rolfe in my comment section? You did it, boys. You backstabbed him. I'm proud of you. And now you're going aboard him. Neck bones comes to mind for whatever reason. Is that another Gravelord thing, or is that a dragon sign? Who? I really just want to parry you and kill you. I don't know why you've got to make this so difficult, sir. This interaction could have gone so much smoother if you'd have just let me kill you. Alright, let's go ahead and activate this shortcut door here by doing a sequence break jump. Miyazaki's hate it. Or is this another one of those shortcuts that he doesn't mind? I can't tell. Depends on what version of him is currently living in my head. Rent-free, might I add. I would never charge the Miyazaki that resides in my head rent, son. Being bad taste. Well, guess look who's fucking unstaggerable. I suppose you are wearing full fucking plate armor, aren't you? If there's ever been an excuse for an enemy to not get staggered by one of my attacks, this guy's got it. Doesn't stop the fact that I despise him and our little interaction we're having right now, but what can you do? It's because I was getting too fancy. Reba McEntire knew. She tried to warn me. She said, here's your one chance, Tenfey. Don't let me down. Alright, good. If we get murdered by another player, at least we can just walk through that door. These guys are so easy when you're not bad at the game. But my goodness, at the game tends to fluctuate. Actually, the Silver Knight set is in this chest, isn't it? I don't know if we can actually loot it off the enemies. Let me double check that. Yeah. Damn. For some reason, I was thinking they dropped it. I know we can get their shield, their sword, and their spear. But unfortunately, their armor is off limits. Speaking of armor, Havel's armor is in here in a secret room. Along with a mimic. Usually I like to get the occult club that this mimic in here drops, and I actually get Andre to downgrade it back to being a holy club, and then use that in the catacombs, but can't do it. No, sir. Not gonna do it. I am gonna check him for symbol of avarice. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I've never bothered with occult weapons in this game. I guess they do more damage to gods, which are what these big fucking humans refer to themselves as. So, I feel like, oh, okay. One pouch man. I was like a phantom phone ringing or text message noise. I was like, did I just hear an invader? Did you touch my ass? One pouch man from Anor Londo called and said he couldn't possibly have touched your ass. You use power within, buddy. I like you. Son, hell yeah. This is the kind of invader I want to be murdered by. I want you to punch me one time just to see how much damage it does. Do it. Not a backstab, cheating bastard. I thought we were having fun. I do appreciate the effort on display, though. Whoosh. Alright, we gotta be careful because another backstab will kill us. Although if we just do this, they'll die from power within. I'm gonna bow to you because I appreciate your commitment, son. You're like, wow, Tenfey doesn't get killed by an invader, and suddenly he's having a good time. I'm like, no, you're wrong. There's different. Shut up. Goddamn. Sundari viewer Chan. Why you always got to call me out like that? Ah, the good times. Here you are. Jolly Princip. I'll touch the dragon remains. So do I have any of those scales? Is that why it's... I thought you couldn't do this unless you had a dragon scale to, like, wager. We're learning the most about how the game works all of a sudden. Or is he being summoned here? I genuinely don't know. How exciting. Alright, okay, you appeared down there. Let's give you a hearty wave. Where's my wave? Hey, buddy. Alright, I guess we fight each other? I met a dragon boy earlier. I like your katana sword to go with the dragon theme. Whoosh. Does bleed damage, it seems. I'm getting punished! Sip, sip. Let's just run at them all fucking crazy. Start spamming R1s. How could we lose? Oh, you can spew fire. Once again, I appreciate these invaders being on point. Hell yeah! Obliterate me, son. I love it. Now that's fucking good times PvP. Hey, Solaire. A dragon came out the floor and murdered me. He's like, I heard. It was right outside the door. Oh my. So did they get a dragon scale for doing that? Or how does it work? The online of the Souls games is another of my weak points. Navigating menus and options and the way the online works. Cool and the gang. It just gives us another excuse to murder more Silver Knights. Boosh. They're very satisfying to parry. If you do it right every time, it works every time. If you read the frame data and hit the button at the right time, parrying works. That's what Phil Swift would say. And he'd also point out just how much damage you do when you parry riposte. To show you how well parrying works, I sawed this Silver Knight in half. Like, and then what? Like, he fucking died. I was like, you didn't, like, flex him back together? Titanite demons. Earning them spankings. Swinging your fucking pole around with your big ass hitbox. That's black sword spanking. Jumping up in the air. Getting past my shield with your horse shit. That's black sword spanking. Throwing lightning at me when I try to run away. Well, you better believe that's dark sword spanking. Damn, we don't do a whole lot of damage to him, do we? I might have been slightly overconfident when I came to spank this boy. I need bigger hands. I need my special big hands ass-slapping tyrant that I developed in, I want to say it's the Claire B randomizer. The one with the Tifa outfit. That was where I developed that tyrant. I'm telling you. You crowd that don't watch every Tenfey video in order, you're missing out. It's a whole different experience. Oh, good God. I got too cocky two-handing my weapon like that. And without being able to block, I got two-shotted. I'd say I deserve it, but I think those enemies are horse shit, so I'm completely absolved of all sin. I guarantee Darkseid feels watching me right now and agreeing. Let's go kill that fucking thing before we de-hollow, so we ain't got to worry about it. Those guys get real upset when you kill them. This room is so tacky. It's like, where are we going to put all these fucking dragon and drake heads that we killed? They're like, just put them in that storeroom where there's two assholes with spears stand all day doing nothing. Like they're fucking union construction workers. Oh, we need to kindle the bonfire. If I'm only spawning with 5 Estus flasks, that's a shame. A low down dirty shame. Don't mind me, I'm just back for vengeance. I'm just a vengeance boy, don't mind me. I'm like the Count of Monte Cristo. Like, remember when you crowd did that thing to me? I don't actually know the plot to the Count of Monte Cristo. Like a guy, something bad happens to him, and then he comes back years later and like has money or something. And since he has money, he's able to actually do things and influence the world. Since he has money, he's suddenly a person that matters. Imagine that. Okay. Boosh. We need to like just go one chop at a time. Then get our shield back up. See what he's going to do. Dodge his bullshit hitbox and then counter slice is what Doc Lewis would tell us. Oh, yeah, by the way. That's also a black sword spanking. Oh, I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have sipped. I completely forgot he had to follow up. Talk about a humbling experience. Honestly, the worst part of dying to an enemy like that over and over when I'm recording one of these for y'all is not like the run back or the shame of being bad at the game, because I've long since like gotten used to that. It's like whether or not I'm going to edit out the fucking loading screen between deaths, because it's only a couple of seconds long. And I do like to try to give y'all as good an experience as I'm capable of. So if I don't edit them out, I feel like lazy. What I'm trying to say is the Tenfey channel is I care too much. It's like y'all are interviewing me for a job, and when you ask what my greatest weakness is, which is a fucking horseshit question to ask a person who's in a situation where they're trying to impress you as much as possible, by the way, anyone who fucking gives interviews is listening to this. But when you get that cliche horseshit question, I care too much about Tenfey. I just realized. I got so mad that I lost the point. Is that a rule in the Tenfey drinking game? That when I get so angry that I completely forget the point of a tangent? Because you poor fucking crowd be in the hospital. Well, Jack, what's it going to be? All you've got is your Titanite pole and your bloody hitbox gimmicks. We've got Black Knight swords. He's like, no, what you have is stamina. And the hopes that when your green bar is empty, I'm no longer standing. Because if I am, you'll be dead before you respawn at the bonfire. And I'm like, bollocks. Is doing the speech from the end of Viva for Vendetta when he's fighting all those guys in that subway tunnel. Is that in the secret Tenfey drinking game? I can see why I'm not allowed to know the rules of it. Not that that would actually change any way I talk. Because I'm so predisposed to spewing certain bouts of nonsense, I can't help myself. It's like that episode of South Park where Cartman pretended to have Tourette's as an excuse to just yell all the insults he wanted at people. But the downside was he lost, like, control over things he would say, and he started saying embarrassing things that had happened to him compulsively. So he kind of accidentally gave himself Tourette's. What a tragedy. Remember that episode of South Park where they shot Eric Cartman in the back of the head? And buried him next to Master Shake and made 2 cartoon series better. I say that knowing full well that South Park probably wouldn't work as a show without Eric Cartman's bullshittery. I want to activate all the shortcuts before I de-hollow, before I have a chance for somebody else to come in here and murder me. So that's just what we're going to have to do. Before I fall down over there. Well, I only got 2 Estus flasks. So we only have to encounter 2 gargoyles, and I have humanities if I need healing that bad. So we'll go all the way around. This fall right here, it always looks like you're not going to make it in there. But you just do. I had glottal error right in the middle of my little... I don't even know what to call it. It wasn't a speech. Statement. That's what we'll call it. Hey, sweet thing. Go on, stab me, and it'll do damage through my shield because your spear does lightning damage, I believe. Then you can hop backwards into a fucking corner and get sport fucked. You deserve it. Alright, here's the first of the shortcuts. That takes us back out there with those boys. There's a Titanite chunk sitting right there. Plump and juicy. Want to get this guy in a better spot before we fight him. Don't rush. Hate for you to strain a hammy, pull a ligament in your maniacal rush to get over here to me. My favorite OC Mega Man character. Also. Okay. Sometimes this guy just hops off backwards and kills himself. Let's hope this is one of those times. Yep. Gargoyle Jesus. Won't even make eye contact with you as he's sentencing you to gargoyle hell. Giant, bro. What's shaking, Giant, bro? Let's see. What does he sell that I want? Oh, yeah. Twinkling Titanite. If we get 3 more, we can go ahead and max out this sword. It's a good thing. And he'll do that for us right here. He's like, I got the stuff right here, man. It's like that guy that made Louis C.K. that like perfect coffee. I won't do the full joke. So that, you know, my YouTube channel still exists. But feel free to go look it up. Alright, and now we're all the way back around. Over here where an archer waits. He hasn't been promoted to Ray the Archer. But if we go down there and fight those guys, then he'll start shooting at us. And he'll meet that status. Alright. He finally decided we're melee worthy. He's like a Lane Bennis, and that sword is his last box of sponges, son. He's got to vet us first. Dragon Slayer arrows. Sounds badass. Well, I guess people have decided to be more Gravelordy these days. A lot of Gravelording going on. You kids. I'm so far behind on the trends that you kids are into. I didn't know that you brought Gravelording back, son. I like it. Oh, well. Never mind. The disasters are gone after the defeat of Gravelord Servant. What can you do? I wonder if I could kill one of these fucking things. These are the ones I bitched about earlier. They have magics. Is that like the term math? Like here in the US, we refer to that branch of study as just math. But in the UK, I believe it's known as maths. Which makes sense because, you know, there's more than one branch of it. But is magic like that too? Do y'all study magics instead? Like over there is the collectible card game known as Magic's the Gathering. I'd like to think so. Feel free to lie to me in the comments that that's the case, and I'll believe it. Son, you came down here with a halberd trying to take on these boys? I appreciate the moxie and gumption. I ain't going to make fun of you, son. You got nuts. God, we're getting fucking shielded. The shield serving its purpose of protecting him from our attacks, and I hate it. How dare you, sir? I've never had such an easy time killing the two of them. Sometimes Miyazaki changes the AI in real time to make the enemies easier, just so you all are like, It's like one of those cliched comedy things where the two people are in like a spooky house and one of them keeps seeing ghosts, but by the time he like stutters and points and gets the other more sensible level-headed character to look, there's nothing there. I'm like, y'all don't understand the enemies of Soul games. They're horse shit. They're AI's horse shit. And you're like, show me. And then I run over there and two-shot him. And you're like, oh yeah, that was real scary, buddy. Go back to reading your newspaper. I'm like, but it's true. Look, Miyazaki's eyes in that painting of him I have hanging over my fireplace. I can see them following me. I can see the disdain in Miyazaki's eyes. Oh, Halberd boy! He came back to the bonfire because he was murdered. Solaire, don't look at me when I'm beef jerky. It's embarrassing. It's like being caught without your drawers on. And you're not a hot lady in a skirt. It's an embarrassing situation. I like to think that's Thief Chan that we saw earlier, because she has the same hairstyle and color. She upgraded. She class changed. She got her some good rat tail and then went and saw Bahamut. Son, you go to see Bahamut and brag about all the rat tail you've been good. He's been like, hell yeah, I'm gonna fucking class upgrade you, bro. You think you get rat tail as a fighter? Wait till you're a knight. Red mages can pull a little bit of rat tail, but red wizards, boys howdy. Okay. Are we just going to go kill Ornstein and Smoke? Oh yeah, we need to finish upgrading this sword. I like to clear out all of Anor Londo first, because by doing the sequence break, we did skip some areas. Oh, we could actually summon her. I'm tempted to, just to make the damn Ornstein and Smoke fight. Oh, we actually did. I forgot we maxed the sword out at the damn giant blacksmith. So good for us. Don't forget, we want to get that thing to high levels. What's your name? Spray Cheese! I can't believe I made up a character arc for you. They'll give fucking rat tail to anyone these days. Oh no, my timing sucks. Don't tell Kevin Ryman. Alright, Kevin Ryman can look again. I've made up for my past transgressions. I'll fully admit I'm using the full clear of Anor Londo as an excuse to try to get some of these Silver Knight drops. But I wouldn't mind a Silver Knight shield. And a spear and a sword. I mean, once again, they're just more options. It's like your ship in R-Type or Gradius, because I always get those mixed up. You just need more options. Now, the option... Isn't it R-Type that you have like that ball that like you can move around your ship to shoot in different directions and shit? Isn't that what the option is? Am I thinking of the correct thing? I'm really not a like... I mean, I like shoot 'em ups all right, but I'm terrible at them, so I don't really know a lot about them. I've never followed them through the years. More of a Metal Slug man myself. Not that I'm any better at that game, but still. Well, hey, buddy. It's you again. Hell yeah. Fuck. Woo. He's going for backstabs. It's the one thing about him I don't... Well, no, he's trying to backstab me because he wants to one-shot me because he's trying to stay in character. So I honestly can't get too mad about it. And if he parries us, he'll get it too. Oh no, the lag! Saitama doesn't need lag, idiot. Hoo-hoo, ha-ha, hee-hee. You're going to burn up all your stamina trying to get over here to us. Ooh, ooh. Nope, can't backstab me in the corner. Jesus. He charged up that good shit. Alright, he'll kill us with a backstab right now. So we can't let that happen. got to sit. Okay, he's going to get us. Yeah, there's no fucking way we'll get away from it right now. I'm tempted to just try to go nuts deep on him. It'd be the only way you could fight the real Saitama, now that I'm thinking about it. Once again, I've got a bounty, so I appreciate the fucking tenacity of it. I'm glad we're having better PvP experiences in Anor Londo. It's completely... You know why? Because I talked so much shit about PvP in Anor Londo earlier in one of my Hunter S. Thompson S. soliloquies. So Miyazaki was like, he has a big switch. Like the guy in that Flintstones movie where they're at the casino and he has the big switch that goes from win to lose. Miyazaki has a switch that determines whether you get good PvP or not.
Whatever can be done.
Trap it in the back. Not onion, bro, I hope.
Let me guess. Don't be ashamed. I'll think of something. We can overcome this together.
Well, I would love to go in there with you and fucking take out all those Silver Knights, but unfortunately, you're just going to stand here hemming and hawing. It's time for a Deprived of action to take care of this. Oh. Okay. Get this fucking table out of my way. Also, the chair. Step right up, sweet cheeks. Oh no, my parry timing. I'm ruined. Kevin Ryman, look away. I was just talking last night with some of my friends about how much I wish Resident Evil Outbreak got like a re-release on Steam. Well, then again, maybe it shouldn't. Maybe I'm just having good nostalgic memories of it. Maybe it was terrible. Disclaimer, I don't think it was. It was clunky, but it had its own unique charm about it. All online games today are kind of like homogenized when you think about it.
What's on your mind? Wait. Fantastic.
Well, technically I can't use this ring, so I'm going to step out of the room where he can't see me and drop it in the floor. He'll be like, my word. What are the odds there was another Tiny Beans ring sitting in this room? I didn't know it left a little ring icon like that. I don't know if I've ever dropped a ring on the ground in Dark Souls. This playthrough's got so many firsts on it. Also, that bed looks awful. Like you couldn't roll over once, you'd be in the floor. Your feet would be sticking out the end. I assume those two Silver Knights just standing here all night staring at you. What a nightmare. Oh yeah, you at the end of the hall. Oh yeah, the hall knight. The archer knight at the end of the hall. That night. Boosh. He's sad. Somebody didn't have as good a luck against him. You came in here with your hatchet. And your hopes and dreams. Once again, I didn't get overwhelmed by the emotion of him dying. I was suffering from glottal error. It's part of the Tenfey experience. Let's see what beautiful poem you've put down here under this picture of Guinevere. Amazing chest ahead. How original. I always think you can hit this guy through the wall, but you can't always do it. But you can walk in here and parry him. And he's so shocked. There should be like a 1 in 256 chance that when you walk in here, he's just sitting in one of those chairs asleep. Like the security guard that George got that chair for in Seinfeld. What you got to say about this fucking gentleman? Try holding with both hands. I feel like that joke might have been lost in translation somewhat. There are a couple of mimics in here to get murked. Boosh. Bosh. Bop. Be wary of the enemy. The gold coin. All you can really do with those is like give them to Frant for souls. So I'm not really going to worry about dropping them out of my inventory like I would a piece of gear. Silver coin. I think this room just has a knight in it. Tough enemy ahead. I mean, maybe? Given the right circumstances? Otherwise, you can just walk in here and do this. And of course, we could see our friend, the Titanite Demon, from up here if we hadn't already murdered him. And this is where I would put a piece of shit Titanite Demon if I had one. I like to think that's one pouch man's soul because he's the hero. They put the biggest dragon head at the top. I believe that's all of Anor Londo. All that's left now is to go get killed over and over by Ornstein and Smough while becoming progressively more petulant. It's a good plan. Do we want to go in there with this knight's sword? Is that the hashtag play? That man right there has made a commitment to his character. What that, once again, I can only appreciate. You've got the mask of the father and a black knight halberd. No, sir. Oh, Thief Chan, you came back. But you look different again. I guess gray ponytail hair thief girls are just real popular around here. I'm not going to complain. Do we just keep pumping strength? Should we start trying to make ourselves more survivable? I would like some more stamina. We have more than enough to equip that club, which is what we're going to use down in the catacombs. So I'm not worried about bolstering my strength just this moment. So yeah. Let's endure. Let's see who these nice people are. We've got Madame Ara. Thief Chan spray cheese. Ugh. It just gets more disgusting. Oh, well, we'll never even know who that was. How about you? Golem, son. I don't feel like having him guess all day what's in my pockets is precious, so we're not going to summon him. Don't make me summon the golem. That's me if I was a Renicus from Baldur's Gate 2. It's a joke for my friend James Johnson. I hope he appreciates it. Oh, let's have HP before we fight. It's a good thing. Ideally, I want to get to Ornstein and Smough with all of my Estus flasks intact. So we're going to try the Joseph Joestar approved method of just fucking running away from all the enemies. And into the boss fight. It would help if I wasn't so fucking shitty at fighting the normal mobs. No, I'm going back. And I'm getting refilled. And we're doing this right. Joseph Joestar wouldn't approve of this lackadaisical half-assing it. Let's see if I can put on some heavier gear yet and still be able to move now that I've started putting points in endurance. We've got to do maths. What's my current equip load? 111.6. Well, that's super easy to divide by 4. Okay, well, how many souls do you want to level up? 15k. Alright, let's put another point in endurance. Boosh. That gets our equip load up to 113.4. What are we at? And we're at 31, so that's already over 120. Yeah, 20 would definitely easily fit in there. Well, look at us. Aren't we just scandalous all of a sudden? I had no idea. If I were to downgrade you and upgrade to you, I could fast roll. Honestly, I'd rather have the Baldur leggings on. If we change that to the spear, we probably could, but as of the moment, I don't know if we pull it off. How about this one? It's a little less heavy. Well, combined with the sack. Even Sackhead can't roll. Oh, well, we'll just get back to what we were doing. Unless... Huh? Well, who am I to scoff at a good... Never laughed a gift gargoyle helmet in the mouth, as they say. Who's this over here by the door? Nail. I see. I'm going to leave you there in case Piccolo shows up. Needs somebody to fuse with. There we go. I'm doing a real good job of Joseph Joestar running past all the enemies, you'll see. Okay, tell you what I'm going to do. I'll tank one of your attacks, and then we'll keep on keeping on. We just got to worry about the archer in here. And slipping past one of them big old asshole guardians. And we should be good. Oh no, dragon eyes. But I got bosses to kill. the fucking times for the battery in this fucking Xbox One controller to die, it has to die when I'm trying to fight an actually difficult boss. That's fun. That's a fun time. Okay. God above Christ Almighty. Jesus, man. Okay, let's reverse hollowing. Let's go in there and start that tedious fucking process again. And then maybe we could make a 2-hour video on how Ornstein and Smo is the quote-unquote best boss fight in the Souls game. Hey guys, it's me, Joe Kotaku, Polygon, Destructoid, IGNberg. Have you ever played Dark Souls? Man, you ever beat Ornstein and Smo? That's good boss design, man. There's like 2 of them, man. 2 of them, man. Can you fucking believe it, man? It took me like 2 days to beat him. I was getting my dick sucked the whole fucking time. Dark Souls! Dark Souls! And he just jumps out of the 30th floor window, screaming Dark Souls as he hits the ground. And somebody standing down there waiting for the bus looks up for the newspaper and is like, Ornstein and Smo. Gets them every time. Yeah, unfortunately, we lost whatever momentum we had gained from that first encounter. I'll admit I caused that second one to happen because I just wanted to do as much damage to Ornstein as I could before he started hopping 20 football field lengths away from me, and I got impatient. So yes, Miyazaki, you're real good. You deserve to sit there and have everybody patting you on the back, because you did it. You made me frustrated and it caused me to die. Your game design is so immaculate. Disclaimer, as always, not that I'm bitter. I like that Eyeball Chan is putting his dragon eyeball symbol or whatever in unique places. Oh, God. I really didn't want this run to come to this. To us being super frustrated by a boss, but I knew Ornstein and Smo were going to be tough. I legitimately think I could have beat Super Ornstein that first time if Bill Gates' ghost hadn't appeared and sucked all the life out of these fucking rechargeable AA batteries I have in this controller. all of my bitching and moaning. It really is a straightforward boss fight. So don't let your Uncle Tenfey make you be bad at video games, kid. Go one step beyond. Go beyond plus Tenfey. But in all seriousness, no, all the joy and levity has been drained out of me for this recording session. Which has been, I don't even know how long. It started when we went down there to fight Quelaag, so it's been a while. So let's grab the titty vessel here that'll let us warp, and then I'm going to end the recording session. Good times. You're like, are they? Come on, let me kneel. Thank you. Thanks, Dollface. If you weren't a hologram, I'd kiss you. Not that it'll stop me from slapping them titties around. Booga. Figure we should end the video on a quote-unquote good note.